It's all about problem solving, okay? The more you guys can problem solve without being told what to do, the more valuable you become. And that's what we look for in crews. We look for people that don't ask for, what do I do next? It's people that are proactive, right?
This is a special kind of shoot. It's not your average student film. We do it once a term with our level 3 production class, and what we do is we create a pretty complicated short film and we bring in a group of professionals and they serve in the primary roles, and our students all fill in after in the secondary spots.
I have to keep everybody on schedule, like the director and the DP, everybody on the actual shooting side.
Are we all set?
Really, if you want.
Right on set. Getting them, settling down, making sure I'm talking with Nick to make sure that he's getting everything ready for the next shot.
Basically, I take care of everything that hasn't happened yet. So right now we're shooting in one room, and so I've got the second room set up and ready to go. So at the beginning of the day, Andy gives me a shot list, a little shot designer sheet. It says where everything's gonna go and all the shots we're gonna do. And so I go off of that.
Jay, you got your focus marks? Dude, you're killing it today. So here we go.
I am pulling focus, so I'm changing the focus so that when we move to a different subject or move the camera, everything stays sharp and we get some nice shots.
My name is Joe, also known as Brown Sugar. A grip basically works closely with the gaffer and the key grip in order to set up lights and make the set look the way it's supposed to look.
What we will do is after she dresses the office, basically having her using that red gel.
So today I am in the art department. I have been doing a little bit of everything, but mostly I am dressing the set, making sure that all the props are at hand and ready for the actors and actresses and anyone else who needs to get at them, making sure that everything is just like ready when they get in there and they're ready to shoot so that they don't have to worry about it.
Nice job, Nicole. That looks great.
There's a little box around that.
We basically just do continuity and get all the props set up. I had to make a different date on a calendar, June 22nd, 2003. And it's the date that she tried to kill herself. So they go back in that, and then that date just reminds it and triggers everything.
John, what would you like to talk about?
So this short film is about a talk radio host who's in the middle of a call-in show, and she gets a caller that is uncomfortable and possibly dangerous. Location-wise, we have a full recording studio here at IPR, so it wasn't that hard to create a radio station.
This is how we put this together. We do a rough blocking, then all the actors start feeling comfortable with what they need to do, where they need to move, and then we start speeding it up, okay? But the only way we're gonna do that is to stay super focused on this move, okay? Cool.
The students get so much out of it. They get the ability to network with professionals who are coming in to help and to learn from people outside of the classroom situation. They get the ability to take advantage of some state-of-the-industry gear that they otherwise wouldn't have their hands on. They get to be on set and see the hierarchy of a real shoot. And that way, when they come in and do their own independent student films, they mimic what's going on here with the pros, and so such a great modeling experience.
Owen, light for a sec. Yeah, let's get a little more in there.
So the lighting in the shoot has probably by far been one of my favorite setups to use. We're messing with all sorts of new equipment, LEDs, pretty much all around. Director of photography Ben Enke, he recently picked up some quasar tubes, which look a lot like a fluorescent tube that you would see mounted in the ceiling or something like that. But they are color tunable, so you can go really warm like a tungsten color all the way up to daylight, almost pure white. You can put them on a dimmer and dim them down. Some of the other lights we're using, they're called Felix LEDs. So we have some 300 watts and 500 watts and a 1K. And what's really cool about them is, again, color tunable. So tungsten, daylight, just twist the knob, super easy. And then also dimmable, so you can just on the unit, not even a separate dimmer.
Got a little Zoom H5 action with some lavalier microphone receivers. This is my first time working with Ben Enke. He is really, really professional and really knows what he's talking about and what he's doing. Yeah, it's really fun, and I'm constantly learning, even though when I'm you know, we're two separate worlds, the audio and the video side. I'm still paying attention to what the other side of the ball is doing and picking up every little thing that I can. But him, Andy, even the talent, they all know what they're doing and what they're talking about, so it's really fun to listen and learn.
We had to get this shot that was very low to the ground, and we had an extension on there that allowed us to get the head on the dolly very low. But in order to pull focus while we were doing this, I had to also be on the dolly, and the seat didn't go far enough forward with this extension. So I was on my stomach, leaning, pulling like a Superman, and we needed Andy to be a counterweight.
Andrew is the great teacher he is because of the experience he has. I don't think we would get as much out of this program if it wasn't for the experience that Andrew and all the instructors have.
I tell you what, this is I could not ask for a better crew, and I'm being serious. Like, these students are killing it. So I don't think you would really know that you're seeing probably 75 or 80% of your crew is students, which proud papa moment.
Yesterday we shot a scene where we had two lights on the side with the dolly being pushed in, and we had to turn the power up on the lights once the actress made it to a certain spot, giving off this kind of godly effect as though she's looking into something that we don't know what is there.
In this particular film, two of these actors become really emotional and they have to tear up. The experience about that is like, it's like really important to like give the talent their space to give the best performance. And I was there when like one of the actors had to tear up, and like it's I'm like it's a really powerful thing.
I think it's really interesting because like I tell like my friends all this and they're like, you're already doing things? I'm like, yeah. They're like going to universities and they're like, I haven't even gotten to the point where I'm actually learning about what I want to major in.
Yeah, there's so much, and you hear it and you're like, oh, we're making a short, and it's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like 30 minutes and that'll be fine, and you know, how long does that take to shoot? Like a few hours. But when you really break it down to make those sets and dress them and find the costuming, prep the actors and actresses, do the lighting, set up the camera angles, cue the sound, set up some track, get a dolly in there, and by that time that's already been, you know, a couple hours, and if you're not on it, it can start to get really, really long. So, yeah, there's a lot to do.
IPR did a really good job of just giving me the tools I need to be successful in the real world, with the connections, with the gear and all, like basically for me, the confidence of like getting to know, like at first I came here like, oh dang, I don't think I can do it, and I'm right here like, you know, I got this, you know, I got the resources, I got the people, got the connections, I seen it, I just gotta get myself out there and like keep practicing this stuff. So like I'm excited for the next journey. It'll be great.
We're very fortunate to have relationships with some of the major rental and gear companies in town. Both Cinequip and Z Systems partner with us to make sure that our students have access to some of the latest gear, the same stuff that everyone, you know, that you're renting for professional shoots. It's just a great learning experience to be able to have access to this kind of equipment, and we're very grateful to our partners. Students from all programs on campus come together. Entertainment business, audio, sound design, live sound. We get them together for these kinds of experiences and they work together, and it just builds the community that we have here. It's the kind of project that just brings people together.